What an absolute majestic beast. I mean, it's not, is it? It's like a gentle giant, let's be honest. It just walks around with this massively elongated neck, this tiny little head, and these tiny little pupils, and this massive torso, and just casually goes around like absolutely nothing bothers it. So I thought for this episode, we're going to add it into the park, build it a brand new habitat, build it a nice, build the guests a nice building, not the Camarasaurus. We're going to build the guests a nice little building to come in to see the dinosaur in all its glory, and make sure that the guests are very well accommodated, and the dinosaurs as well in their habitat have everything they need to survive and enjoy life to the full. So with that being said, I'm just going to give you a little run through on what I've done inside the building. I added in some toilets, added in some stairs, a lift, made the area for the guests to be able to come in and relax as well, have something to eat, buy some clothes as well, maybe on the upper floor I think it was, and I threw in like an inside water fountain as well. And with the water fountain parts, when you place down the water item, when you place it down, it's kind of like there's a no return, so it's like you can't click it and then move it again, or when you come off that selection and then you go back to it, I can't do anything with it. And so what you'll see about sort of near the end of the video, that I have these floating water parts, and where I place the fountains on the second floor, the water would come down into the second floor, and I couldn't remove it, I couldn't select them, couldn't delete it or anything. So I couldn't do anything about that, so if you see that, I do apologise. It was a bit of a blooper, but it was just to pretend it's like a leaking roof or something like that. But as for the dinosaurs in the actual area as well, I made the habitat perfect size, I think. I think they've got lots of room to roam around in. And I think my cat in the background's eating biscuits, so I do apologise. And so yeah, I gave it lots of room, gave it a fence. I've actually thought originally when I put it down that I thought it might be too small, but after the mistake I made with the mammoths, where the habitat was just enough to like occupy about 500, I realised that it was actually a decent size compared to, like, for the actual dinosaurs themselves, because they are quite a large animal and they are quite tall as well. But again, I was kind of overestimating the actual size of them. I was expecting them to be even bigger than I thought, but again, it came out very well, I think. But what I'll do, I'll let you kind of enjoy the rest of this. It's about 8 minutes of a speed build, and then we'll go for a little walk through, and then also at the end I'll show you some cinematic shots as well. But also I just want to give an update on the early access release, which is on the 27th of April, which, guess what, I am on holiday from work for 2 weeks during that period, and it has just been perfectly timed. So thank you so much, PK devs. You've been absolutely bang on releasing that on the perfect time, so I'm really happy about that. But as for everyone else who's obviously eager to play the game, I promise you're going to absolutely love it. You know, do remember it is an early access. There will be some things that are going to be needs to be polished out, needs to be improved. But overall, in terms of the gameplay, the dinosaurs, I think you're really going to enjoy it, and I'm really excited to see what they bring to it, and just see how they can improve from this version, because I do really like this version at the moment. There are quite a few bugs laying around, and there are some things that are drastically needs improving. But overall, the game I do enjoy it, and I think that the early access should be bang on. So what I'll do, I'll let the rest of the video play out now. It's going to be another about 3 or 4 minutes of a speed build, but you can skip down on the timelines if you want to go straight to the walkthrough of the park, where I'll do a little bit of commentary over it, and then there's some cinematics at the end. But overall, I hope you enjoy it, guys. Thank you again for your support and your likes and your comments. It just keeps me pumping these videos out. It's really hard for me at the moment because the work is just like a mountain pile of just absolute loads of hours and stress. But overall, when I can get down and stick out an episode for you guys, it's you guys that keep me doing it and keep me publishing all these videos. So thank you as always. Enjoy it, guys, and I'll catch you very soon, shortly. See ya. Bye bye. Okay, hello again, it's me with my annoying voice. So we're going to go for a little tour now, just to see how it looks, obviously, like a kind of a live view. So we have here the entrance. This is the Camarasaurus sign up here. Went for kind of a retro look, I think. It wasn't the plan, but it just, the way the lines, where I placed it down was very wonky, and I thought, you know what, that works, I'll go with that. But the truth is as well, with this kind of structure that you see, I've added in a few more bits and bobs that haven't been recorded, so they were off camera. So got some like little vents, some random things placed around. Got like another one there, or two of them. Here I've got like this kind of, I'm pretending it's like a shutter that comes down and covers the whole door. And then you've got like the little aircon unit inside here as you walk through, so you get a nice ambient temperature. But yeah, these little tweaks I done after it, because originally when I went through and had a look, I thought it was really poor. I had nothing on the roof either, so as you can see here, I've added a few bits and bobs on the top as well. And you can also see some water here that's been splurting out, and I'll tell you why that is, because the actually, I'll tell you what, we'll go inside, and I'll show you inside first. So and I'll tell you where that comes from. As you can see, got a leak here as well. I will explain this. Don't worry, we don't have a leak. We have some little fire extinguisher sprinklers on the ceiling. I just thought it added a little bit of volume to it. I wasn't going to go too over the top with detail as well. As you can see, some things are a little bit out of place, like a flower pot. We have some vents there. We have a lift. I actually done the video before when I missed out the buttons to activate the lift if you want to get in it, so I managed to place that down as well. I did have some more trees and stuff here which I removed, so now it's a little bit more open and clear, so you can see the bottom of the Camarasaurus there, and you can get a nice little view actually going through. They just seem to be dancing in the same spot. They're not moving, are they? No, they're not. Okay, right. So we'll come along here as well. We've got some bathrooms down the bottom. We have a staff room which does actually lead outside. We have a look here. Ooh, magic walls. There you go, we've got some stuff outside, so the staff entrance kind of into the habitat to feed them goes along here. I will put a fence here because these Camarasauruses do run down here, and if you stay to the end of the video you will see them walking along where I capture them and see it live. So we'll have a look at the habitat itself. We'll go back into the building on the top floor afterwards, but you can see here at the moment they're a little bit stuck. We're just oh, they're all stuck, aren't they? Yes, they're all stuck. But yeah, I kind of just try to keep that as natural as possible, like it's kind of like it's too much rainfall had been happening there, and I didn't want to decorate it, so it wasn't like a purposely built pond. It was just kind of too much rainfall had come down, and it's just blended in. Lots of trees here. The habitat's quite large. I think they've got loads of space. You can see we've got some wear and tear on the grass where they walk along the common spots. Got a random tree there growing, and a random bush as well. But yeah, I think overall they've got a really nice area. It's I actually thought that it was a little bit too big after I placed them in. This one's stuck as well, isn't it? Unbelievable. How you doing, pal? And yeah, I just thought actually I thought it was too big, but I think it's not too bad. I think it's alright, decent size. Okay, so go past the giant plant feeders, which they're never going to reach because they're stuck. So we go in here, and again I did some more detail in here because I was a little bit disappointed with the original kind of walkthrough that I'd done. So I had none of this here, no lights, no TV screens or benches or anything like that, so I added all this in afterwards, and I thought I'd do it properly, add a bit more detail, and I think it does help. So just imagine these screens that have been working for you to see and have some knowledge about the dinosaurs. Oh, he's broke free, look, there we go, escaped, walking. And as we come through here, so this is the problem with the water that I had. So you can see here we have a nice little pond kind of thing, like a little thingy, but to do this I have to use a floor piece and then change the color, because there's no way that you can use water and then place that water like in a different area apart from being on the ground. And yeah, you can see here, so once you place these, almost it's impossible to replace them, so they kind of, once they're there, that's it. It's really hard to reselect them. So along here we've got the lucky little area as well where you could buy some clothes, get yourself a lovely burger there. To be honest, they don't look very appetizing, but £8.20 off your rockets, bloody hell. So yeah, you got some bits and bobs here, and I built this little pond area. My cat's trying to play with the mouse, thank you Dobby. And yeah, again I used that water part by changing the floor color, added in this. And originally when I'd done this as well, coming down here, these stones were hanging through the ceiling, so I was like, I just can't let that go out. So I kind of redone that as well, and added in a bit more depth in the ceiling with, again, the sprinklers, and there's some air vents and some lights as well. But I think the view's quite nice. You can see outside there, it looks quite pretty, I think, with the like foliage and that. Very good. We've got some guests coming in and out. don't seem to want to venture upstairs. I have had one kind of go up the stairs and then stop. So the pathfinding is it's pretty decent for the guests. They do some really good pathfinding, but they don't kind of go where you really want them to go. But I do like that view as well. As you're coming in, you can kind of see inside. You see that little fountain there. I think it comes together quite nicely. So yeah, that's kind of it, guys. That's kind of the whole overview of the building. Thank you, Dobby, for walking in front of the mic. He's now sitting right in front of me in the screen. Fantastic. But yeah, overall, guys, it was a pretty decent build. Again, I've been a bit rusty. I had 2 weeks off. So trying to get back into it, and finding the time's a really hard bit at the moment. So this is still like a couple of days to do, which is kind of mad, really. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you liked it, guys. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. And again, thank you for all your comments and your support. It means a lot to me. And I really, really appreciate it. So see you later, guys. Take care. Adios. Have a look at this, look. He's seen his mate go, right? And old Jeff here at the window, he's having a little look. He's obviously walked off, said I haven't seen that. And the old Camarasaurus is making a break for it, just like the other one did. Look at this, look, another one. The third one now, this is the third escapee coming out. Not caring, doesn't give a shit. This one doesn't give a shit, he's walking the other way. He's obviously seen it and thought, I'm not going to be a grass. And it's just walking out.